All right, here's the fan favorite. Brian T-City Ortega, former two-time UFC featherweight title challenger, was undefeated when he signed with the UFC in 2014. And man, have they thrown him to the wolves. Largely, other than the title fights, he's realized a ton of success.
Yeah, he's done it very well for a real long time. Brian Ortega is a guy that at every turn he improved. He started as just a grappler, and then as his career went on, especially in the zombie fight, he looked like a world-class striker. Brian Ortega has never rested on the idea that he needs to be better, and that is why he's been so good for so long.
He's got a lot of bonuses, a lot of high-level featherweight scalps. The one thing that has eluded him is the world title, and a win tonight would certainly help that cause. Well, the UFC's featherweight division is a hard one to hold down consistently, but this man has done it. He's the undisputed champion, and his latest title defense comes here tonight.
He seems to be getting better. You think that when a guy becomes the champion, he may rest on his laurels. He may start to take a look at his work and smile.
Right.
Not this guy. This guy is doing more now. He seems more motivated to continue to build on the legacy that he's already created. He's a great champion, and tonight he intends to keep that belt.
And he's never sitting on a lead, he's never playing with his food, he's always focused, and now the champion has his sights set on this very worthy challenger here tonight. Well, so much UFC history has played out here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Plenty more where that came from tonight. The athletes are ready to go. All right, now we bring you the tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. All right, now for your main event introductions, the one, the only, Bruce Buck.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Brian T-City Ortega. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Featherweight Champion of the world, the Korean Superboy, Dooho Choi.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Do it.
All right, here we go. Early portions of this round with Brian T-City Ortega. And it would seem to me, Daniel, path of least resistance, take this fight to the ground and find a choke. But if you talk to Brian Ortega, not unlike a lot of our Brazilian... Oh! Early knockdown for Choi. Oh! Man, he's still fighting back.
Oh, nice right hand.
All right, so a stunning strike moments ago. Now we'll see the extent to which his opponent has recovered.
Yeah, the opponent's tough, but his power has been on display very early. Nice.
Yeah, Mr. Miyagi would be proud with the crane kick there.
That was nice.
Oh, both fighters land simultaneously. Choi's looking dangerous here early in round one, as is often the case. Hands looking crispy like fried chicken. DC's got his hands actually in the popcorn bin right now. Oh, beautiful job by him there. It's not a single strike, everything in combination.
Yeah, John, it's entry, it's timing. He's doing everything right. It leads to him landing those punches in combination. choke here.
Oh, that Darce choke is tight. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and submission defense wins this transition.
Back to his feet. Well, we talk so much about the Ortega Jiu-Jitsu, perhaps not enough about how good a striker he is.
Yeah, for a guy that's known to be a grappler, to develop this type of skill and this type of comfort on the feet should be commended.
Ortega's eye looks to be cut open from one of those strikes.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. So we cross the 30-second mark in our opening round. All right, so there it is again, champ. The lead hook, no telegraph, no tell, and a lot behind it as well.
Yeah, you can't really prepare for it because there's no windup. Throwing in combination, he's doing it in a way that makes it very difficult for you to pick up. It's going to be a hard thing to change, but he's got to not get discouraged.
All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper, and it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
You ready to fight? Ready. Do it.
As advertised through 5, round 2 for the UFC Featherweight Championship. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them can really pick it up.
Just as we were talking about him in the zone, he got absolutely cracked.
I mean, beautiful shot landed there. Honestly, Johnny killed all of his momentum.
Well, we just caught a look on our isolation monitor at that right hand from a moment ago, and every bit of it landed. Watch for him to set up that hook again now. Both fighters throwing heat now. Under 3 minutes now to go. Well, Ortega's boxing is really sharp here tonight. You got to think James Lurson likes what he sees out of that Ortega corner. Nice connection with the punch in the clinch.
They just crash into each other, and every time you wonder who's gonna fall.
Very nice leg kick there by Ortega. Just over a minute here to go in round 2. Ortega's eye is closing up.
He almost put his opponent down. He's still up right now, but he can find the finish from there.
All right, so he's landed a few semo uppercuts already, DC. You got to think he goes back to it.
I am almost certain he's going to go and try to find another one of those. But expect him to really sit down and try to make one really count and try to end this fight.
saved by the bell. That's the end of the round, and thankfully for him, it came at the right time. He got knocked down just before the horn. We'll see if his corner can keep him in the fight. Just 60 seconds with which to recover here before the next round. All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
Ready to fight? Ready. Do it.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Well, you can feel that breeze octagon side after the swing and a miss by T-City. Brian Ortega. Oh, he strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Big uppercut. Now,
oh, man, he hurt him.
Big right hand there. Oh, slipping out of range beautifully. Nice footwork.
I mean, the footwork's on point. The shoulders are moving. The head's moving. Never on the center line. He is fighting a beautiful defensive fight.
All right, so potentially an opportunity. Camp goes. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal.
He's attacking guillotine. That guillotine is tight. He's trying to tighten the grip on his guillotine choke. He seems to have it, but he's got to really get his hips up into his opponent and make sure his opponent doesn't roll off to the side.
Looking again for that submission.
It's always going to be a struggle, but this guy's intent on finishing the fight.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Man, submission defense is a powerful thing.
I need you to fight
Offense
back.
keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense have done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he continues to stay calm and patient, and he's defending these submissions.
Oh, big shots from the top. And right back to the well with the body shot. Nice work there by T-City, Brian Ortega.
Big shots. It's so important to get to that far side underhook. Whenever you got the half guard on one side, you got to try to find that far side underhook. You got to kill his underhook, because that's what they use to get back to their feet.
And now he's got the back. Final seconds of round 3. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, so what a round it was for him. Multiple knockdowns. When we sat down with him on Thursday, he said, when I touch guys in this division, they go down, and he proved prophetic. That's exactly what happened in the previous round.
The guy has lightning in his hands. Every time he is landing, he is putting his opponent on his butt over and over, knocking him down. He has not found the finish, but he needs to stay patient, find the perfect shot, hit him with that kill shot. You get that kill shot off, and there will be no more getting up.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
4th round of a possible 5 to decide the UFC featherweight title. Oh! Oh, massive diving punch, flush to the head. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend, but you can see him now starting to gain posture and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish. Oh, he's gonna mount him. He needs to try to get to a half guard at least. At minimum, try to go to half guard.
Blocks the shot there. Choi's doing a nice job targeting that area, continuing to attack that already compromised and swollen eye.
He's hurt bad.
Oh, is that gonna do it? Yes, that is it, and still! Dooho Choi, the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world.
Wow, John, this guy is an absolute grinder, and he imposed himself on his opponent, and he keeps the UFC championship.
All right, to make this title fight official, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 6 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, the Korean Superboy, Dooho Choi.
Dooho Choi is the name, ladies and gentlemen. A huge win for the Korean Superboy here tonight. And this is a kid who is just getting started. A scary proposition for the rest of this featherweight division.